Hello everyone, today we are going over this easy cinematic black and white look from my latest cinematic video. So basically to go from something like this to something like this. And so yeah, let's get straight to the tutorial. Okay, now when we are in Davinci. One more thing before starting tutorial, I just wanted to say that all the log footages that you have seen in this video and plus 5 or 6 more that I will choose from the original one, I will leave down in the description for you to download, to use to follow this video, to learn something new and to just practice and try your own techniques using them if you find them useful. So not gonna waste your time, let's get to the tutorial. I selected these two clips from my cinematic video that I created like a couple days ago or something. Basically what I did, I took them and I slowed them down to get like that 1% slow motion that is really trendy now. One problem is that I shot on I think 60 FPS or something like that. It was like stupid as fuck, but I don't care because after the recording I wanted to do this, got idea of doing it. I mean it got choppy. It's choppy. You can basically see the choppiness, but I mean it's alright when you put the color and effects on it. It doesn't look so bad, but at least record it at 120 FPS or something like that. Don't make mistake like I did. But anyway, I'm gonna make tutorial on how to make this 1% slow motion the right way, not like this, but it's for another day. What we are going to focus here is basically to create the color look that I created on the cinematic video. I'm gonna also show my workflow, how I most of the time do this. It's not same with the normal colors when it's not black and white, but it's got a lot of similarities and you'll get hang of it. I'm not even worried about it. So the first thing that I'm going to do is try to find the frame where our main object, like here, this is like a sign of the clothing brand, is the most in the focus for us to get to not be blurry, to have better vision of what we are coloring. And then I jumped here. We're going to go down here in this color log or whatever, and we're gonna be open with this new panel of sort, and we're gonna make some space. Basically what I do all the time, I just press on the first node that we are having here, go to the gallery, power grade, and I use the conversion LUT from before work and basically drop in. So you are wondering, and you get this conversion LUT, and you're asking you like, what the fuck, how I'm gonna do it? So I'm just gonna go step by step, but this is like shortcut that you can create to get this input, or I mean I named it input, but it's like still image or something like that. You basically want to go and select color space transform, and you're gonna go to input space colors, and you're going to select it, just a second, your color codec or whatever you're calling it. I literally forgot because I haven't used that word in such a long time, and it really depends from your camera color space that you are working with. For example, I'm using Sony FX30 camera, and color space for this camera is Sony S Gamut. You have Sony S Gamut 3, which is S Log 3, and Sony S Gamut 3 Cine, which is a little bit better. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot what are the benefits of this color space, but basically this is the better one. I mean, it also depends if you put this in your camera settings when you were recording, but later we're gonna go to input gamma and select go down, I'm gonna Sony S Log 3, and you get this really dark image. Don't worry about that. We're gonna create a new node, but pressing Alt S, put it something like here. Again, apply color space transform, and you are going so basically don't worry that this frame is like this. We're gonna change this a little bit. We're going to apply Davinci white gamut, and the output gamma we're gonna apply Davinci intermediate. And again, this footage is again more better looking, because while we are applying these two, I think because it's giving the more dynamic range and more colors, and we are more how to say,
we are more effective with colors. We can play a lot of more, pull out more out of the colors, comparing in the normal way. If you wouldn't do it like that, it would be a lot of less available colors to you to work with. So again, we created a new node. You basically just press Alt S. I'm gonna do it again. Alt S, new node, apply color space transform. Again, the same effect as the last one. Going to input color space, and we are going to add Davinci white gamut and Davinci intermediate on the first two. Again, it's darker. One thing that we want to do is define the Rec 709 color space, which is the standard color space for the most videos that you are watching on YouTube, Instagram, or whatever. I mean, it's sRGB, but you always gonna put the color space on Rec 709. Also, the output gamma, we're gonna place it to the gamma 2.4. You can experiment the further you go. It's like the more brightness, the less you go, it's gonna be darker and darker. But we're gonna fix later in the post. The most important thing, I think, it would be to place the gamma 2.4, because the YouTube regulations are asking for the best, like when you're searching for the best YouTube exporting settings, is going to ask for gamma 2.4 for your screen for other people to watch from their phones, monitors, TVs, or whatever. So you want the most time to put to gamma 2.4. I tried it. I didn't have so many mistakes, or I think so many mistakes when I put it on 2.2, but stick with 2.4 and you are good to go. Next thing that we want to do is create a new node, and this is my workflow for black and white. There's a lot of I think more ways, and probably the better ways than my way of doing color managing for black and white shots. But if you like my shot from the cinematic video, this is the way. So basically, we create the second node, go to the saturation, and we're gonna crank it all the way down to basically get this black and white shot frame from the get-go. And the next thing, we're gonna create a lot of these nodes, so basically just keep pressing Alt S. For the next one, I always go for all the shots. I take it and go to the HDR, high dynamic range color wheels, and go to the global and crank up the brightness of this. So basically what I said, you can experiment with gamma 2.2, 2.4, 2.56 to get more brightness, but you can actually do like this and crank it however you want. I'm gonna press Alt S. Also, one honorable mentions. I didn't have the 100% sRGB or 100% Rec 709 monitor at this time of editing. I know it's kinda amateur and a little stupid, but I'm waiting for my monitor to come back to me. So the color of this for me, if I'm watching right now when editing this, is not 100% true. It looks a little bit different when uploading, so just keep this in mind. From other videos it would be totally different, so don't worry, but still you will get the same result. Okay, when we created the second node, we're gonna go to the shadows and put it a little bit back to get maybe that contrast. Create a new node, go back here. You can right click, go to gamma, linear, and you can go to the lamb mix and crank it all the way down. Basically, to be honest, I don't know what any of this, I don't have this theory behind all of this, why I'm doing this. This is my personal experience that I've seen from the professional color artists, from other creators, and apply to this. Basically, I just go and then crank up this gamma to my eye. I'm gonna give it literally 0.1. Literally, for every this setting that we are changing, we're gonna place it a little difference, because at the end the little difference are coming together and giving this the final shot that we are wanting. So after this, create a new node, and we can go to the I'm not gonna play with these colors or nothing, because of course it's black and white. I'm gonna go to the contrast, pick it up a little bit, not too much. Create a new node, go to this little circle, primary log wheels, and we're gonna just play a little bit with shadows. I'm gonna reduce the red one, the green one, and the blue one, because reducing this, I seen from the professional colorist that this gives you more high quality shadows. It's literally a tiny detail, but like I said, at the end of the shot, it gives you it combines all together and gives you that perfect shot. Like these tiny details make the shot at the end. So we're gonna go back, make a new note. Next we're gonna go play and with S curves. I just put it a little bit down on the, like say, this first part. Then I'm gonna crank this up a little bit more. We're gonna crank this also up, something like this, and you basically get this S curve type, giving you, of course, letter S. And for me, this looks good. Nothing special. Alt S, add a new one. A few things that we can experiment, maybe in red skin. And I'm not gonna touch on this. I didn't touch it on when I was making this cinematic video. Basically, one more thing that you can do, you can increase details, maybe to like 25 or 30 points. You get this difference. We're gonna zoom out here from 0 to 30. It literally gives a little tiny of detail, but believe me, it's 30 in the end. So one more thing that we can add is Alt S. We can add it more to be visual focused in the middle of this brand. So we're going to the masks, selecting this mask. You can increase it like this, feather it out a little bit, and be sure to press this because we are creating at this moment the vignette, like the, what you call that, round black bars around your screen to be more focused in me. So yeah, this is what we're going to do here. You can go here to press off to not see these bars, to be easy for you. And what I basically do, I just go to gain and push it down. So basically you see right here, this is on 1, and we're gonna darken it a little bit to give a little bit more focus to the middle of our brand. Next thing that I like to do, to add this, like ramp or some sort, you don't need to change this. Go to off, gain, and see how we got this little shadow and more depth into our scene. So later we're gonna add one more mask to give more brightness to our brand, to our logo of our brand. Increase the feather, and you don't need to click this. Off, go back to the main color wheels and just increase it a little bit to get a little bit of brightness. Don't go too much with this because sometimes you can see where it was added, where this was brightness was added. So don't overdo on these type of things. Feather it a lot. And basically, what I would gonna do, one more thing is one thing I forgot is when you add this mask, you're gonna go to this tracker panel, tracker window, and gonna press just these 2 arrows going in the opposite directions. And what are you doing? You're basically tracking this mask of brightness to your place where you place it, basically on this logo where we did. So we're gonna press off to not see this. And the last thing that you can do is maybe add LUTs. I didn't do for my shot here. So basically I'm gonna just delete it, and that's about it. One important thing that we're gonna do is out of the color space, go to timeline, hold Alt, and drag up your clip. Basically you're duplicating, and we are going to go to the fusion part, or I think it's called like that. And basically what you're gonna do is control space, type Luma key, and you get these checker boxes everywhere, and you're like, what the fuck is this? You don't understand. Basically, the checker boxes, you can see this, how do I say, this part of the hood is all blacked out because it's already blacked, and its Luma key is basically looking for the brightest things, like this light in the background. And with these settings, we can place it to be more isolated so that we don't affect this hoodie or the walls behind. So later we're gonna put some glow and it will give brightness. So giving glow and light from the black hoodie doesn't make any sense. So just try to isolate this light. You can experiment with blur. I never touched this, fast Gaussian or anything. This just basically experimenting with this. two sliders, then control space again and try basically type soft glow, and you get like this. So I see a lot of people and a lot of editors crank up on this, and I'm like, why? Just why are you doing this? Basically, your gain is set right here. We're gonna lower it down basically to 0 to give no effect, and then you're gonna increase it a little bit, something like this. This is for the gain. Glow size is the glow that it gives you. A lot of people, like the beginner editors, they're trying to increase this a lot, and believe me, they think that it looks good, but it doesn't, believe me. So we're gonna start at this point, go to the whole back, and we're gonna increase it just a little bit, because you don't want to overdo on these type of things, because it would crash your frame and it won't look good. And you can see the difference like this, and without this, without this. I could drop the gain a little bit to get these slightly details. So like I said, basically doing a little tiny details for the shot, for the end, to make it hold together. You don't need to overdo on all of these things. Okay, the next thing that we are going to do is import the grain for our footage. I got this grain from Super 8 package from Acid Byte. It was like 3-4 years ago or something like that. I rarely use this, but the grain files are for me great. You can see how they're looking. And basically what I do is go on top of this, add it, stretch it to the, okay, we need to duplicate again, we need to cut this, that's it. And we're gonna change it blending mode. Where is it? I forgot it. Oh my god, composite mode in Davinci to the overlay one, also this one too, for us to get this grainy footage, as you can see. Okay, just don't, like I said, the slow motion is not so perfect, but we are looking at the color of this shot, and you can see it looks good. One thing that I did for this cinematic shot, I controlled it, I selected Alt and place it up to get more grain, because it looks good to me. One thing that you need to do is select this, or go this line over here, go to the color and go to the primary reveals and set saturation to 0. Why? Because you can see when we were not in the 0, it got that, it gave us that little bit of, how do I say, color, green color, that we don't want to work with. So it looks, we are working with black and white footage, and we are looking for that look. So we're gonna select the last one, go to the 0, basically just changing everyone to 0 to get no color, to be fully black and white, and you should get something like this. Basically that's it. Of course I can't recreate the exactly same how I did in the cinematic video, but we can, one thing, we can decrease this to maybe 50%, because it's too much, or maybe 65, something like that. I think that's alright. I mean, you can experiment. I don't really remember how did I did it in the original one, but basically this is the whole knowledge about how to do this black and white color. Okay, now when we have done this shot, basically, I'm sorry if I'm hurting your ears. We have one more shot that I chose, that was also in the cinematic video. Basically go to the same, go to the color. We're gonna jump on this. I'm still gonna take this, go basically to the color space that you're using on your camera. Input gamma, you want to be, where is it, no, S-Log3. Go to the Davinci wide gamut and Davinci intermediate. This part we're gonna speed it up a little bit. The process is basically the same. Input color space, Davinci wide gamut, Davinci intermediate. You can type it to get faster, and gamma 2.4. Yeah, that's it. First thing, saturation all the way down, add new node, just this lighting a little bit, something like this. Next, we're gonna go to the right click, gamma, linear, loom mix to 0, play with the gamma a little bit, maybe add more contrast, add contrast again, new node, S curves, not gonna drop it so much, increase this, maybe a little bit, okay. Back to the primary reveals, we're not gonna play with shadows, not so significant right now. We can add masks like we did in the previous shot. Again, boom, press this, turn it off, go to the gain and drop it here to get a more focus on our character. Add a new one, color ramp it here, not color ramp it, just give some ramp here, press off, drop gain down, one more mask for our character to get more focused in, something like that, press off. We're gonna increase the gain. You can see a little bit of lights here, but we're not gonna change it. We can see it now because we are working on it, but most of viewers won't even notice it. Go to tracker to track it, simple track, Alt S. What we can do, one more thing here, nothing. Is everything good? Everything is alright. I'm not gonna apply a lot. You can apply a lot and experiment with that, but I'm not gonna do it right now. Like I said, select it, Alt, and drag it up. Now we have the better example. Press Control Space, Luma key, and now we're gonna isolate all these black parts and focus on the brightness of these lights, because of course they are giving light to us. And I want to start with contract, something like this. I want to transition to gamma, because contract gives you, push it a lot of more than gamma. Gamma gives a little slower. So we are working at lights. Also headlights of the car, control space, soft glow. I'm gonna drop all the way down and increase it like this. That's alright. Glow size all the way down and put something like here. I mean, it's up to you to experiment and to see what fits perfect for your type of video. So this is with, oh no, wait a second. Without, with. Yeah, that's it. We're gonna duplicate these grains and just gonna place it like this. Take this, push it here, and you get this really cool black and white cinematic look with these grains and all of it. I mean, you can add other layers, this grain, you can find it online for free. Maybe add the noise, whatever you like, some other overlays on top of this. This is how I did my shots for the cinematic video, and this is my workflow for this kind of video that I done. So basically that's it. I mean, maybe we can push this little down to not be so dramatic. And yeah, basically that's it. Yeah, one thing that I would maybe add, I don't know. They take a lot of time for this. I mean, I'm doing this, especially this second frame, more quickly than the first one. Especially if you're doing your own kind of project, take your time, experiment with it, tweak settings a little bit more. But basically, that's it. Okay, guys, this is basically it for the tutorial. I hope that you learned something, and I think that you will maybe apply it for your own work. For the next couple of days, I will be dropping new tutorials also on this cinematic video, showing you some effects that I have done, some things that you can try to experiment with, to play with, to get your own type of effects or whatever you want. So basically that's it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Bye. Bomba.